people. So, in the past, I've done some videos talking about if you're a couple and you are interested in getting in BDSM, the dangers of it. And if you want to, just search for my videos and you'll find it. It might be under, I don't know which it's under, but go ahead and look. But I want to talk about if you actually want to get involved in the lifestyle and you are a couple, how do you do it? The simplest way is really just to educate yourself, to go and read books. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Are you just looking to add some kink into your relationship? Are you looking to create a power dynamic that regardless of whether one wants to be the dom or one wants to be the sub, is that what you're trying to do? It really, or you want to go full bore and go, to more of a master-slave type relationship in your boyfriend-girlfriend or husband-wife relationship or mistress-slave relationship. It depends on what you want to do. It really comes down to some really simple things. First thing is, do research. Go buy the books. I'm eventually going to set up a thing where if you buy them, if you buy them through me, I make some money off of it. But that's not happening anytime soon. But the thing is that the Jay Wiseman BDSM 101, screw the rose, give me the thorns. Those are kind of the two Bibles of beginning BDSM. They're really well written, really well researched, really well thought out, and it's a good place to start. FetLife is a great place. They have a ton of groups for new people. Finding your local BDSM organization, whether it be a munch or whether it be a play club, especially ones that have educational events, try to go to those. Try to go to as many of those as you can. Even if you just go as a vanilla couple interested in BDSM. No one's going to say, well, no, you're not kinky, so get the hell out. No, obviously, if you're there, you're interested in kink. And so they'd be more than happy to welcome you in. The thing about it is that the people in this community are very, very, very welcoming. They're very wanting to help. They're wanting to help you learn and educate yourself and learn how to do it right. Because the thing that we hate most is when people come in and just don't know what the hell they're doing. We'd rather you come in and say, I don't know, rather than you come and saying, I've been doing this for 20 years and I'm 22 years old. Do you see where the issue is? I would rather deal with somebody who is, I don't care, how old you are. I'd rather, my first question is, how long have you been in the life? Okay? If you're brand new, that's awesome. That's great. Let me see if I can help you. Let me see if I can teach you. Let me see if I can give you some, some ideas and some thoughts on how to do this. It really comes down to that. It really comes down to, if you're going to be honest and say, I'm new, I want to learn, great. We'll be more than happy to teach you. Keep in mind that what we teach you may not be useful to you. You may only find a few little bits in there that actually fit what you like, and that's fine. If you only find a couple, that's all that matters. Find what works for you. Don't look for what works for others. Look what works for you. That's really what it comes down to. If you find something in the dynamics that you see in other couples, you see in other relationships, in poly relationships and whatever, that work for you in your relationship, use them. Do not be afraid to go, oh, well, that's something they're doing, so, wouldn't that be stealing? No, steal it, please. My core rules. I tell people all the time, my core rules are there for public use. Use them. I use them to a great extent. The three things that I will, tell people is, even if you only use my core rules as a base, use them. Use or find something similar. Have safe words in place. That's that is a major thing. Have safe words in place. You're going to hear people say, "Oh no, we don't play with safe words. Safe words aren't really useful." Blah blah blah. Bullshit. Even if you never use them, it's always better to have them in place. It's like auto insurance. It's always better to have it in place. You keep it simple. Use things like the color coding, the green, yellow, and red. Okay, especially when you're starting, because the thing about it is that especially if you're a young dom and you're playing with a young submissive, they don't know what they like. You don't know what you like. The thing is that they might be able to take more than you think they can. That's why things like green are in place. This is not them topping from the bottom. I hate it when I hear people say that. Oh, using green means they're topping from the bottom, or using yellow means they're topping from the bottom. No, you're in an educational time frame. You are learning about each other. You are educating yourself about each other. What you can do, what you can't do, what you like, what you don't like. Don't be afraid to experiment. Set the rules, set the guidelines, set the safe words, and then go forward. And the third thing that I tell people is have some way to communicate outside of the dynamic. This is where going to the table is a really good idea. This is a place that you can sit down as two adults, two rational human adults, and have a conversation about what is going on in your relationship without the stresses of I'm your master, you're my slave, or I'm your dom, you're my sub, or I'm your mistress, you're my slave. You don't have those stresses. Even though, they know that they're out there, they're not here. We can talk as two human beings. This is what's going on in my life. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm having issues with. This is why I'm feeling this way. And sometimes that could lead to strengthening the relationship. Sometimes it'll lead to dissolving the relationship. A lot of times it just leads to modifying the relationship. But the thing about it is that you have to go in knowing that all of these things are possible. I hate the words, we need to talk. Okay, because the thing about it is anybody who knows anything about that knows whenever they say we need to talk, no, we don't need to talk. They need to talk to you about something that's going on with them. Let's just cut to the chase and say, let's go to the table and have a discussion about what's going on. It's not hard. Like I said, if you build a structure with a solid footing, then you're going to take time and learn and educate yourself about what's going on, about what you're feeling, about how you're feeling. It's not easy. This is things that are the most fun and amazing are usually the hardest things to get. That's what this is. This is not a simple thing in any way, shape, or form. You have to deal with the emotional highs and the emotional lows that come with this lifestyle. You're not going to get that in a normal boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Also, honesty. I know I have it as one of my core rules, but honesty. You have to be honest with a person. To a fault. There's times where you're going to say things to your partner that are going to piss them off. There's times that you're going to say things to your partner that are going to make them really unhappy. I tell every girl that I'm with that I will do things that will make you cry. I will do things to piss you off. But they have a purpose and a reason, a rationale behind why I'm doing it. Sometimes I do things just because I want to. Sometimes I'll, text my girl in the middle of the day and tell her to take off her bra. No reason. Just because I want to. That's the joy of being dominant. There's the joy of doing what we do. And the thing about it is that if she has a good reason why not, then I'll listen to it. But if she doesn't have a good reason, then there's no reason for her not to. And it makes her feel unique. It makes her feel special because I'm thinking about her. I'm thinking about, about her tits. I'm thinking about her body. I'm thinking about her. It gives something special. In that you can't, if you're in a vanilla relationship in the middle of the day, you call your girlfriend and say, take off your panties. She's going to go, what the fuck are you talking about? If you're in a sub-dom relationship and you call up your girl and, you are the dominant and she is the submissive and you say, hey, take off your panties, it becomes special. That's the thing that really needs to be one of the major things about if you're going to start doing this. Things need to become special. Okay? Why is she making you that sandwich? Why is she serving you? Why is she naked? Why is she calling you sir? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? You need to be able to answer all those questions. You need to be able to answer why. Sometimes the answer is just because. Just because it entertained me. But that should be a very, very small percentage of what you do. But, like I said, I could sit here and go through 1,001 things you can do. And I might do that eventually. I might do, a big long rant on this. But not right now. Go, like I said, read the books, find the groups, get on FET, go to the groups, create a stable, solid base for the relationship with, set rules, set realities, safe words, and a way to talk. If you do that, you're going to be on the road to the right path, and you're going to make changes as you go forward. You're going to make, things are going to change and modify, and you're going to see this boyfriend-girlfriend relationship you have slowly dissolve into the relationship that you really want. It's not going to be easy. It might wind up destroying your relationship. And I'm not gonna mince words. It might wind up destroying your relationship. But if it does, then you have two choices. You can either go back to the vanilla world, or you can continue doing this. And what I would say is continue doing this. Because if you're going to be serious about this, you have to take the risk. This is like jumping off a ravine into fog. You don't know what's at the bottom. Could be a nice little lake to land in, and everything will be nice and safe. It might be jagged rocks. You don't know until you take the leap. But, anyways, got any, like I said, if you got any more questions, send it to me on FET, put it below, do what you need to do, like, subscribe, do all that other stuff. That's it for now. Be well and safe.